Hi, I hope you're doing well. My name is Lui Piluso and today I want to talk to you about pro-level recording headphones. Not for mixing, not for mastering, for recording. The kind people from Audeze sent me these headphones for reviewing and giving my opinion on this channel. These are the LCD-XC closed back headphones, gorgeous, high level and quite expensive headphones, beautiful cables, beautiful case. And no, this is not a commercial for the brand. This is not going to be one of those videos where I tell you that you need these headphones, or I tell you that these are the best headphones in the market, or any other kind of clickbait titles. This is going to be my opinion. I'm also going to talk about the specs and how they are built and why they are so expensive. If you are one of those people who pause the video to check out the price, leave me a comment below. I do the same thing with most videos on YouTube. I'll leave some affiliate links below so you can go and check them out if you want and know more about them. I've been using Audeze for the last year and a half. They are my main go-to headphones. I absolutely love the brand. I've been using the Manny Marroquin MM500s and the MM100s. They are great headphones. I've also was very privileged to go and visit the factory and see how they are made in California. So go and check out that video. It's also on my channel. And Audeze is one of those brands that they are not cheap, but they make very, very good quality and very pleasing to listen to headphones. And most of the professionals I know work with this brand and use them for the mixing and recording. Just to clarify, you don't need expensive headphones. When I was starting up, and for several years, I had here at my studio $20 headphones. The most expensive one I had when I was starting out was $80. So this is something that you kind of level up and get more into niche and high quality stuff. But to record music, there's no excuses. Use whatever you got and whatever your budget allows. So in this video, we're going to talk about not only my opinion, but the frequency response, the specs, who are they for and who are they not for specifically. If you like this kind of videos of gear reviews and stuff for professionals and also for beginners, I invite you to subscribe. It's quite a new channel and it's completely free. And if it's your first time here, please say hello in the comments and tell me where you're from. And it means a lot to me and I like knowing where you legends are from. So these headphones that are the LCD-XC are the brother of the LCD-X, that they are already a classic in the industry of Audeze. The difference is that the other ones are open back, these ones are closed back. The open back are designed for mixing and mastering, and these ones are designed for recording and editing. The closed back design means that once you put them on your ears, you won't have any bleed, any sound coming out of the headphone. When you have an open back, you can actually hear the sound coming out. That's why these ones are ideal for recording, because if you have a loud metronome bleeding through your headphones, your microphone will pick that up and you don't want that on your recording. There's a big difference in sound between a closed back and an open back. It's not the subject of this video, but if you have your own opinions, let me know below in a comment. What do you feel the biggest difference is between closed back and open back? I've had these headphones for the past 2 weeks. Last week I recorded a demo for the new Fender Jazzmaster and I recorded lots of different instruments, and I've used these headphones to do the recordings, and I thought they did a very good job. They were very easy to use, but I'm going to talk about my experience later on in the video. Now we're going to talk about the specs. So these are the 2021 version of the LCD-XC. It has a new headband that you can see right here. I feel it's a bit tough to move it around, and it has like this kind of leathery plastic, leathery thing up here and metal. When you put them on, the metal thing, if you hit it, it'll ring. It doesn't last very long, but they are very comfortable. It has leather cushions for your ears. The cable that comes with the headphone has 4 pins. It's a mini XLR. and this really nice quality connector. The length of this cable is 1.9 meters. Now, this has the famous Audeze planar magnetic drivers with neodymium magnets. If you see the factory tour that I made, they explain that the planar drivers are very, very thin, like a hair. That allows them to give you like such a fast impulse response. And it also allows you to have a better response with a lower impedance, making it easier to feed from a console or a computer or a cell phone without needing to buy an extra headphone power amp that with most pro-level headphones you need to get a good power amp. The impedance is of 20 ohms. It has a frequency response from 10 Hertz to 50,000. That is way above our listening capabilities. It has a maximum SPL of 130 dB. So that gives us a lot of headroom, and they have a very, very low distortion, which allows you to be able to correct the frequency response with an EQ if you want, and have a very low distortion out of that. The weight is of 677 grams. It's a bit on the heavy side. I'll talk about that in just a little moment. And now I want to talk to you about the frequency response and what I thought of these headphones and how they sound. They're not completely flat headphones. There's no flat headphones in the history of audio. Is acoustically impossible. They have quite a lot of top end, and I mean the top end, like around 15K, 20K. You can really hear detail up there, which is very nice when you're recording because you can really hear rhythmically exactly where everything is, and you can hear very clearly, and you can hear each percussion, each hit of a string, everything very clearly. So that's something that I really like. Of the top end, it's a little bit exaggerated compared to a good sound system, but I think actually for recording it helps you out. It has two like kind of major dips. It's actually in some frequencies that we don't really like that much. So we have some we have a little dip in around 300, 400. That is kind of those boxy sounds, and then they have another dip around 3K, maybe 4K. Those are very sensitive frequencies for our ears. So if you are blasting out your headphones, that dip is actually something good for you because you won't hurt as much your eardrum. Something that I always recommend is not to use headphones all the time. You'll damage your hearing. So use them as little as you can. So that's good that they have taken out some of those frequencies that hurt your ears and added some that are easier to listen to and don't provoke so much ear fatigue. But if you want to use these headphones for mixing, you have to take that into account. Another thing is that they have quite a shy low frequency response. You can hear that low frequencies are there, but they're not very impressive to say so. You could push them a little bit with a couple of dBs and everything will be perfect. They are there, but they're a bit quiet. Something that I also want to mention is that usually cheaper headphones have more low frequencies because that's the way they impress you into buying them. Same thing with high frequencies. There's lots of headphones from 100 to 400 maybe dollars have what I call a fake hi-fi curve where they add high frequencies. So you also think that they have a better quality, but it's not like that. These are very pleasing to listen to. So before my final thoughts, I want to remind you to subscribe and let me know if you already tried them and what are your thoughts on them. This is an open space for everybody to be able to write their own opinion, and always with respect and love. Let's try to be generous. Something I want to talk about, maybe a slightly negative thing, is the weight of these headphones. They are quite heavy, so if you're going to use them for extended periods of time, you might get a little bit of a neck ache, or you might feel it like, you might feel your head a bit heavy. But like I mentioned before, I don't recommend using the headphones all day. So who are these headphones made for? I think they're made for audiophiles, for people who record all day and they are session musicians and need to get the best quality out as possible. Like I mentioned before, when I did the video for Fender, I'm going to leave right here, and I used these headphones. It really helped me out dialing in the tone. And 5 minutes spent before you record dialing in the tone are worth 2 hours after recording trying to fix it. So I think after a while, if you are a professional, this will pay itself off because you'll be saving time and you'll have better results. Also, I think they are for people who maybe don't have a place with acoustic treatment, or maybe they are moving from place to place and they need something that will cover not only recording but editing, and if they need to mix or master, they can do it, but they have to take into account the frequency response I talked about before, and also try them out. I think it's always important to try out something that you like. I always feel like trying out whatever you're going to buy is very important, so try them out first, of course. And who are they not for? I think they're not for somebody on a budget. If you have other priorities, like buying a new computer or getting acoustic treatment or better monitors or a better converter or a better microphone and a better preamp, I would buy all of those things before. These are ready for somebody who has a good recording chain and wants to have a pristine listening experience and being able to dial in everything perfectly. There's no use in having cheap equipment and cheap microphones or cheap sounding, because you can have cheap things that sound expensive. So I correct myself, cheap sounding equipment and having good quality headphones. If you're on a budget, there are very good solutions for way less money. These ones are around $1,300. You can get things for $100 that will work, and even less. Like I mentioned before, I used headphones that go for $20 and I recorded for several years with that with no budget whatsoever. So if you need to record music, you can do it with whatever budget you have. Another negative is what I told you about weight. And also, if you only need headphones for mixing and mastering, don't get the closed back. You will need the open back headphones, and I recommend you check out the video I made comparing the MM500 and the MM100 from Manny Marroquin, also from Audeze. I'll leave that here, and I'll leave here the factory tour I made of Audeze, so you can go and check it out. Let me know below what you think about these headphones, if you tried them, if you tried anything from Audeze, and also let me know what headphones you're using right now. I'll see you in any of these videos and also chat to you below in the comments. My name is Lui Piluso, and I hope you join me by subscribing to this channel. Till next time, bye-bye.